A refreshing space of simplicity, bringing all together, is the main purpose of my design, wholeness. Hello everyone, my name is Bryan Edgar from Upehar Architecture 2020. Wholeness is my way of responding to how modern civilization makes people forget to take time for themselves, forgetting to interact with others and natural elements. Inspired from our precedent, which is forest walking, with its free sequence and naturalness, and hammam, with its range of height giving different experiences, and how it lets light in. From my precedent, I furthered my exploration with the purpose to create rooms without any walls. In ceiling, I studied how different ceilings give different reaction and emotion. Having a round curved ceilings makes people feel more comfortable and invited. And just like hammam, by changing the height, I was able to create rooms without any walls. And by creating holes on the ceiling, I was able to let light in, casting shadows and light. This way, I was able to create a room without any walls. Utilizing how light affects how people feel plays a huge role in how people feel refreshed, and it has the ability to draw attention to a certain part of the room. And my last exploration is on sequence, exploring how to achieve a free sequence using a curved wall, where it enlivens the sequence, and how bigger room affects how people feel more refreshed. With my exploration, I created a concept of a refreshing space, a space of light, simplicity from its color, organic form, and free sequence, providing both personal and non-personal space, which then I developed more by adding other elements and develop its form. Like my exploration, I wanted to give a curved sequence rather than a static straight sequence, making the sequence more dynamic. Quoting Bruno Monari on his book, The Circle, The Discovery of the Circle, page 26, he says, "The circle is the simplest curve, and the circle itself represents simplicity, wholeness, and unity," which then I use variety circle sizes and experiment on its placement. I studied that rather than using the same circle sizes or even different sizes but placing them in a grid, spreading, and using different sizes can create an effect just like the bigger room at the end. By receiving more light at the end, people feel more refreshed than when entering. After developing on its form, I wanted to find a location in the center of a busy city life, where people can take time off. And one of the most busy cities in the world is Japan. I chose Shinjuku Central Park as my site location, located in Nishi, Shinjuku, Japan, which is a leading business district, where on the right side of the park is a business district full of offices, and on the left side is a majority of educational places such as school and courses, where Shinjuku itself is populated with almost 333,000 citizens, with a median age of 48 years old. I chose Japan because although I admire how Japanese people work, on how they are so hardworking, dedicated, and loyal, but this often causes Japanese people to feel anxiety and stress, which more than 60% of Japanese employees suffer, and they often work overtime. Knowing that, I wanted to create a space for all ages, a place where people can unite together and allows them to refresh their mind and distance themselves from work and busy city life, making them more aware of natural elements such as light, water, and air. A place of free sequence, giving an unlimited experience on cleansing their mind, where people can feel more and more refreshed heading towards the exit from its change of height. And using shell structure allows structural support without any columns, and it provides lights towards the end. Also, natural cooling throughout the space. It is a space of interactions, where rooms are created by light, allowing both personal and non-personal space. It is an interactive space, and by creating rock climbing wall for children, it creates interaction through the whole, so that interaction is not only limited on the inside. I added water as the way to create the space more interactive. How water is a playful element, how it creates splashing sounds, and reflection, giving the illusion of a taller space. It encourages people to use their senses, to feel the warmth of light, and see how light hits the elements such as trees, how it reflects when hitting water, and to see the pattern it creates when hitting a simple white wall. It is also a place to connect with nature, to hear the rustling sound of the leaves, hoping that after exiting, people will continue to enjoy nature in the park and they can feel more refreshed. As a closing, I would like to show a short clip as a better visual of wholeness.